Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Watch the screen!
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got you. 65. Mike 5'9".
To throw is Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under 10.
Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. In your face.
They go play action. Winston. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Slam.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Mostert. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Here we go.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
21.
Garoppolo on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53. Got one.
They run again on first down. Chubb. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second and goal from the 1.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll give it to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Mike, 53. Defense wins championship, baby. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that was incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Vecchio is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This is Mostert. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Mostert. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Still's the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here we
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Tight down. There you go.
Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Winston. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Ready? Moving. Hey, stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check 4. Shit.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready. Black, what is that?
3 bud. Kill.
Sonic. Easy. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. That's Stills bringing it in. taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Bailey got the extra point. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A toss play to Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, just 12, fellas. Here we go. It's just me.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Hey, gun.
Check, 59.
Hey, we have you. 12. Check, man.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demario Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
13.
Mike 5'9".
Garoppolo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On third down, Winston. Going deep here for Stills. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, they'll run it with Mosby. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What chicken?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Chicken drumlet.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, Garoppolo uncorks one. He's got a man. Complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
1, Omaha. 11.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we return welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin.
What they got? All right, give me the chicken one with this lettuce, cucumbers, and I think they got them little mandarin oranges.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Huh? Yeah.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And again, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
25, check 25, check 25. 12, fellas, here we go. Switch it. Spot. No.
This lettuce and cucumbers.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams.
Lettuce, cucumbers, and they got bacon.
Before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go. Check 99.
They'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
What'd you say?
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio.
This
And
lettuce,
cut the lead
cucumbers,
back down to
bacon,
21.
and them oranges. Yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
An Italian dressing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I don't know where he probably has salad works.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap from Buffalo. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Yeah.
Hey, when you get a chance, get message I sent you in your inbox.
All right.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Hey, gun. 1, Omaha.
Mike 5'9".
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
56. Mike 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know that's right. Shoot. Gotta bring your birthday in right. Exactly.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Nothing wrong with that.
Winston here to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Yep.
First down, Winston. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Oh, wow.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I try to at least call you your birthday.
To the air again with Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way across to the 35. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game.
I'm doing home health day. I'm trying to
shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. But people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, he's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're looking to throw this. Winston. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Falcons, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
So why did they say they deactivated the card?
Get a whole new card. Go down there tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Pick it up, she said.
But everybody caught. That's how it is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow, you just spoke him right on up. Oh, okay. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. He's gonna come over and have a drink with you later? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That's good. I know, that's right. Yeah. Oh, did you make something nice for yourself? You have like any kind of like video chat? No? Oh. Yeah. 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 Because at least you could, that, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting big and everybody's going good. Yes, they are. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. Of course. You'll probably be the only one with an excuse why you shouldn't be there. I was just telling Marlette that. I said, girl, I should be the only one with the excuse of not coming. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. We should have a good time. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, everybody should get along. I mean, you know, I'm going there so I can meet everybody. You know. So now, people that already got beef already for years, that's their problem. But I don't got no beef with nobody. I'm trying to get to know y'all. I ain't trying to beef with y'all the first day of coming. So yeah. 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 I know. I told Cousin Betty. I said I gotta come back. I didn't know that. They was my mom and them was coming down there. But that day I was cooking. I was doing dinner that day. Oh yeah, I heard about it. but y'all had a good time. I heard after everything. Yeah. get great grands. Yeah, great grands, yeah. So, yeah, so that was nice. That was nice. Well, tonight I have a long night because I have laundry to do, and unfortunately, the people whose laundry I have to do, it's piled up. So I'm just resting and relaxing.